Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there. And we're going to talk about how the Golden State Warriors beat the Denver Nuggets 128 to 117. Golden State now leads the season series 2-1. They have a chance to win the season series 3-1, and Denver still has a chance to tie it 2-2 by the end of the year since they play one more time. Golden State go to 30-27 and 19-11 at home, and 3-4 without Steph, which is important if they want to still make the playoffs. And then Denver Nuggets 36-22 is their record, and 21-11 on the road. 128 to 117 was a lot more than I thought that they would win this game by, especially because the Nuggets in the fourth quarter got the lead and they got it up, and then they ended up letting the Warriors come back and make that final run to win. Golden State won the first quarter 39-27, but they lost the second quarter 40-37. They also lost the third quarter 34-19. And then they won the fourth quarter 33-16. You would think that the Nuggets would have a chance to score really well against the Golden State Warriors defense, especially because they had Murray and Jokic healthy the entire game, and they still was only able to score 16 points against the Warriors. And the Warriors was able to just get whatever they wanted and did whatever they wanted to do against the Denver Nuggets defense, and it ended up working out for them. Cam Johnson, 38 minutes, 9 points. He went 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. He scored basically all his points at the free throw line, going 7 of 7 there. Better to score 9 points than none, especially when you look at the fact that he had 3 rebounds, 2 assists with also no turnovers, 1 offensive board, 1 personal foul, and a -8 and plus minus. The man, he can score that basketball, but he hasn't really been that great at it this year. He's getting better with the team, but this was just a down game for him. Nikola Jokic was really pulling that jump shot, especially from mid range and from three, a lot in this game. But he stayed physical, and he kept coming at the defense in a variety of different ways, even getting to the free throw line and going 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 3 or 4 from 3 and 11 to 21 from the field for 35 points in 36 minutes. Yes, he did get a triple double, 20 rebounds for him and 12 assists. He can put up monster numbers, but it doesn't matter when you're not winning at the level that these numbers should be guiding you to. Is a question that I would have to ask everybody to have Jokic as the best player and Jokic also as the MVP. Like, these numbers got you 22 losses, and even when he was injured, they still was winning, was above 500. That's something we got to start thinking about when we're giving him some credit. But when you look at these lines he's putting up, you would say, how did you lose by 11? But it happened tonight. He did have 3 steals and 2 blocks, putting a little bit more effort on the defensive end, which is needed. But they got so many cuts to the basket and so many finishes around the rim, even when it mattered, that people are going to say, how did they do that? It was just too easy to score on the Nuggets still, especially in the paint area. And Al Horford and them got a lot of wide open shots from 3 that the Nuggets just gave to them, and they kept hitting them, and they got so much confidence that everything opened up for the Golden State Warriors. But Jokic had 6 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, was a -6 and plus minus. Jamal Murray, he was scoring any type of way he wanted to. He just went 1 of 6 from 3. They needed a couple of those to fall. He went 2 or 3 from the free throw line. He finished 9 of 17 from the field. He's going to drive. He's going to get the mid range. He's going to take some perimeter shots. And he did all of that. He did have 5 turnovers with only 2 assists. They ran the offense through Jokic so much that he didn't really do much with the ball in his hands. But he still had a good game because he had 2 rebounds also with a steal and a personal foul was a -1 and plus minus. Christian Braun played 35 minutes. He had 18 points. He went 7 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, and 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He was scoring the wide open shots. That's mainly what he's out there to do besides playing defense and using his athletic ability to get out in transition and score. But he did have 5 boards, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals, 2 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls with a +1 and plus minus. Strother had a nice block in transition that even got him a rebound and a pass to get a basket. Other than that, he didn't shoot the ball that great. He went 2 of 7 from the field and 0 of 3 from the 3-point line. And he finished 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 6 points in 18 minutes. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, a steal, and a block, 1 offensive board, and 1 personal foul in a -1. And plus minus, Bruce Brown gave him the best minutes off the bench, and he played the most, which was 29. He also took the most shots, which was 10. He finished 5 of 10 from the field. He got some transition baskets, got some half court baskets, got some open looks because he also went 2 or 3 from the 3 point line to finish with 12 points. He had 5 boards. That was the most off the bench. He also had 2 assists. That was tied for the most off the bench. And he also did have the most steals in the game for the Nuggets, which was 3. He also had 2 turnovers, 3 offensive boards, 1 personal foul, and was a -17. And plus minus, Tim Hardaway Jr. played 25 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 6 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He can score, but you needed more of those threes to drop in this one if they was going to win it. He had 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 1 personal foul, and was a -6 and plus minus. Jonas Valanciunas got some nice finishes in this game, but he only finished 3 of 7, which is all right. And 6 points is what he got out of it. And had 12 minutes played. He did also have 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a steal. 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a -5 and plus minus. Spencer Jones played 13 minutes. He had 2 points, went 1 of 2 from the field, misses only 3. He did have 2 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, and a steal, and 2 personal fouls, and a -12 and plus minus. It's good that they all helped on the boards and they all scored and they all got a steal, so they play a little bit of defense. You have to be happy with that, even though they lost. And then you look at the Golden State Warriors, collective effort really spreaded the floor real well. Really just moved the ball real well in this one too, and they just got good looks all game, and it really helped them in the fourth quarter. Just saying, we're going to move and force them to defend everybody, and everybody's a threat, everybody's a weapon, and it worked out for them against the slow Denver Nuggets defense. They were just so slow to react to what was going on that they kept getting beat. They was playing like the Nuggets in a goofy type of way. Guy Santos, 28 minutes, 17 points for him. He went 6 of 7 from the field. All good high percentage open looks, even from three. And he finished 2 of 3 from the 3 point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds and 7 assists. He kept his head up. He kept trying to make the right play. He was reading the defense the entire game. And when he wasn't scoring, he was finding his teammates. 2 turnovers, a steal, 1 offensive board. He did almost foul out of this game. It's a load playing a big position in this game against the Nuggets. They all are very good at getting to the line, and they all are very good at testing you. Because if you ain't paying attention, they had the basket open for a shot. +5 and plus minus. Ali Horford, he ended up playing 27 minutes, had 22 points. He kept getting open, even from three. They basically said, you can have it, Al. And he went 6 of 7 from three. He finished 8 of 11 from the field because he kept, moving without the ball and getting open. Two, so he had an easy 22 in my personal opinion. He also had only 1 rebound, but he had 7 assists also and 2 turnovers, just like Guy Santos. But he had 3 steals and 2 blocks. He can bring it on the defensive end. They knew that he had a little bit left in the tank on both ends of the court, and he proved it in this one. And like I said, these are all must-win games since they only 3 games now above 500. If they want to make it to the play-in to get to the playoffs, they're going to have to win out as many games as they can, even though that should be a goal anyway as a basketball team. 0 personal fouls and a +14 and plus minus foul. Horford, D'Anthony Melton was hitting the three. He was getting out in transition. He was getting out and getting to the mid-range and into the paint. He finished with 20 points in 25 minutes with 7 of 18 from the field, 2 of 10 from three. Of course, you want some of those threes back, but it didn't matter. They ended up getting the win. You just wanted to shoot better in the next couple of games and throughout the rest of the season. But he did also go 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, which ended up being the most on the team and the most in the game, I believe. 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a +6 and plus minus. Moses Moody, he kept getting space, and he said, they going to give me that much room. I'm letting this thing fly. He finished with the most points on the team and also the most minutes in the starting lineup, which was 35. He went and got 23 points and went 9 of 16 from the field, 4 of 9 from three, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. I liked his shot selection in this one. He also had 7 boards, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 3 personal fouls in the offensive board, and was a +5 and plus minus. Pat Spencer was the only starter to not score in double figures in points. in this game. He ended up playing 19 minutes, had 2 points, and went 1 of 3 from the field, or 2 from 3. He still ended up getting 5 assists, but it did come with 2 turnovers. Although he did get a steal, everybody in the starting lineup did get a steal or more. He had 4 personal fouls and was a -7 and plus minus. Quentin Post didn't score. He went 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He did get 7 rebounds and 4 assists with only 1 turnover, so it still ended up being a decent game because he didn't take that many shots, although he missed all of them. He did have 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. Gary Payton hit a clutch 3, but he did finish 3 of 8 from 3. He finished 6 of 11 from the field, which was still good, and he took all good shots, in my personal opinion. And he also had 3 rebounds, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, 1 offensive board, and a +4 and plus minus. Podziemski was attacking the basket, and when he wasn't doing that, he was shooting perimeter shots. He went 7 of 16 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He finished with 15 boards, which was the most on the Golden State Warriors tonight. And he did a really good job of that. And he also had 9 assists, so he almost had a triple-double. Wasn't meant to get it, but 9 assists is something he had to do because he kept drawing a lot of attention and collapsing the defense. And that's something that he can do. And he was able to make good passes because of those things and just getting off the ball early when he seen his teammate open. 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and a +19. And plus minus. Will Richard, 30 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, and a +10. And plus minus. You look at the Golden State Warriors, they shot 94 field goals and shot 51% from the field, 91 taken by the Nuggets, they shot 46%, 52 three-pointers taken by the Warriors, they shot 40%, 31 taken by the Nuggets, they shot 26%, 12 free throws taken by the Warriors, they shot 92%, 29 taken by the Nuggets, they shot 86%. Both teams got 44 rebounds, 42 assists for the Warriors, 25 for the Nuggets. 15 turnovers for the Warriors, 17 for the Nuggets, 14 steals for the Warriors, 13 for the Nuggets, 2 blocks for the Warriors, 3 for the Nuggets, 9 offensive boards for the Warriors, 14 for the Nuggets, and then 35 defensive rebounds for the Warriors, 30 for the Nuggets, 24 personal fouls for the Warriors, only 11 for the Nuggets. They scored a lot of points at the free throw line, 17 more free throws for the Nuggets. That kept the game close enough for them to be able to make a run. They made it, but they couldn't defend well enough to get the win. And that was the biggest difference, was the scoring and the efficiency and the shot selection of the Warriors being a little bit better than the Nuggets, and that helped them get the win. And that's all that matter, right? Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.